Well, Jose Young's here at the MMAfighting.com, standing here with UFC President Dana White, just a day away from UFC London. Now, Dana, I noticed you had trouble understanding my colleague Oscar at press conferences. Right. So what do you make of a whole country full of them? Can you understand what people are saying?
Yeah. So yesterday, what the hell was I yesterday? We were in a meeting yesterday, and there was a lot of accents. I don't hear well, so I have really bad hearing. So throw an accent on top of that, and I'm screwed.
Well, speaking of the fans, I know you've been to pretty much every major historic event, like Anderson's return to Brazil, Conor in Dublin, Khabib in Abu Dhabi. Speaking around with the fans today, and even the fighters, they're more excited for just the fans getting these fights back than the actual fights themselves. Yes, they want to win, but Mike Grundy, Mile McCann, Patty, they're just excited for the fans to be able to watch these fights. So how has the buzz been this week?
Yeah, no, I'm excited about that too. For people that have never been to the UK to watch an event, it's a different experience here. The fans are awesome, man. But on the flip side, this is probably the best roster of UK fighters ever in the company's history. So it makes tomorrow night a big night, a fun night.
Well, speaking of the main event, Tom Aspinall, like you said, a bright night, the golden era of British MMA, as a lot of the MMA fans here are saying. Under 30 years old, you don't see a heavyweight contender kind of sub 30 these days in the UFC. So how far do you think he can go with a win over Alexander Volkov?
Well, tomorrow's the big night for him. It's going to answer all the questions. He wins tomorrow, he breaks into the top 5. So once you're in the top 5, you're fighting the absolute best in the world from there on out. And, he'll be in the discussion.
And Volkov, too, how difficult was it to get him into the country? Because, at Media Day, he said, because I'm a professional, I was going to make it. He didn't really elaborate. But was it difficult at all to get him here?
No more difficult than any other time. Every week we deal with visa issues and all kinds of stuff. So, no.
And drawing it down to the co-main event, Dan Hooker, I spoke to him yesterday. He said this weight cut is going to be easy. Beating Arnold Allen, 8-fight win streak, will get me right there, closer to the top, closer to title contention than ever. So what do you make of this co-main event?
Yeah, he's not wrong. And same goes for Allen. Allen goes in and beats a guy like Hooker. It means a lot. And if you look at Allen's record, he's one of the absolute studs coming out of the UK right now. So it's going to be fun to see if he's able to pull this off.
And speaking with the fans, I think this has pretty much been the Patty show this week. When I landed in Heathrow, I caught a cab, about an hour and a half ride here. Cab driver goes, "Here's my accent." He goes, "What are you doing here?" I go, "I'm covering the UFC." He goes, "Don't watch it, but tell me about Patty the Batty. I've heard of him." So what's been the fan reception of him this week? You see him getting to dust-ups at the hotel, even backstage of Wayne. I think him and Muhammad got into a little altercation. So what's it been like dealing with Patty here in London?
Yeah, no, it's always good. I mean, he's a great guy. The funny thing is everybody talks about how famous he is and his walk-in and this and that. It's all about winning. He's got to come in and win tomorrow. You add all the other stuff that goes along, that you're talking about with a win, and, the kid will just become a bigger and bigger superstar here in the UK.
And finally on this card, Mile McCann, I don't know if you're aware of this, she told me that she believes she's the first female fighter to fight on a main card here in London. And if you knew that, if you didn't know that, what do you make of that historic moment?
It's hilarious because I don't know if that's true or not, but we were literally in the war room the other day, maybe 4 days ago, and we started moving the card around, and we thought that we needed to move her to the main card, and we did.
Circling back to the heavyweight division, unrelated to this card, have you had any updates on Francis Ngannou at all? I know he just had knee surgery, but I know you said you were going to be with him.
I only found that out yesterday, but yeah, apparently he had knee surgery today, so we'll find out how that went and hopefully get together with him when we get home.
Greg Hardy also fought out his contract. Is there any interest in bringing him back after a couple losses?
I don't know. We'll see what he does outside of the UFC. He came in here and didn't have a bad run. He hung around in here for a minute. Always a first-class guy. Loved working with him, and I like the guy. So let's see what he can do in some of these smaller shows.
And then finally, I know everyone asked you about Jake Paul coming at you, but did you see him tweet actually at Ari recently? He responded to Ari Emanuel's, Ari was on a call, said he thinks you guys are doing a good job with fighter pay, he's not going to comment on it. Jake Paul responded saying change is coming. So what do you make of him now tweeting at Ari?
Come on, guys. Who gives a fuck? Who cares what this kid says? I mean, I know it gets you guys clicks and shit, but yeah, listen, he's doing his thing. He's the champion for fucking fighter pay in the UFC. Give me a fucking break. This kid knows how to get attention. He's looking for attention, and you guys keep giving it to him.
All right, finally, how about Canelo? I'm just kidding, man. We'll let you go, Dana. Good luck with the rest of your team on Saturday.
All right, thanks.
Appreciate you.